LIB Media.
That doesn't sound like Sega.
Hey man, what's up, y'all, man? It's LIB Media, Lightning in the Bottle, Cheese, and with your boy Cheese, you got your boy Rick. Hey Rick, what's
Yes,
going on,
sir.
big dog?
Yeah, man. What's up, man? It's lightning in the bottle, man. We here, man. So look, let me pose this to you as a question, man. So as,
Okay.
as you know, it's like how the coaching carousel always happens after the season.
Mm-hmm.
Some teams underachieve, all of that. So one of the biggest ones is clearly the jjredick thing that's been out there. A lot of people saying, hey, jjredick, that the Lakers are super intrigued about the jjredick hiring. They've been saying
Yeah.
phrases like he could possibly be the next Pat Riley, all this other big things, right? But what I've been hearing from the media, right, is I hear these two sides, and the two sides sound like a means to no end. So you have a group of people that's saying jjredick is not qualified for the job because he has no coaching experience. Okay, right? So that's one group of people that
Okay.
that always says that. So those same group of people also say, well, maybe jjredick should get a start with a smaller market team so he can get his coaching experience. But that brings in the other side of people that say, well, why every time y'all want to bring in a coach, he don't even get a fair chance because y'all put him on a team that has no talent, so he's going to get fired in the next 2 years regardless because the team can't compete, right? So where do you stand in the whole situation where they say, well, he don't got no experience, so he don't deserve the job. Then the other half is like, well, yeah, I mean, but if you put him on a team like the Hornets, he gonna get fired in 2 years anyway, unless the Hornets happen to draft,
The
whoever
next, yeah,
the next whoever, it wouldn't matter regardless. So where's your stance on that?
it all depends because I'll talk about the Heat. I'll talk about Miami. Eric Spoelstra was literally just the video guy.
Right.
No coaching experience, no none of that. But he was heavily dedicated to breaking down the plays for the team. So essentially, in a way, he was one of those guys. He studied players, he studied sets and formations. He knew what was going on because that's what he did. He broke down film and gave it to the coaches. He was the video guy. So Pat Riley probably said, hey, this inside guy knows us better than would know us better than some outside guy. He knows what I like. He knows what I don't like. He knows the players. He knows the facility. Why not? So I guess to kind of answer that question, I don't think it matters if you do have coaching experience. It's all about, will your personality fit with the team? Do you have the gumption to make the hard decisions, to do what you need to do to get the team wins? Do you have the full backing of the president? Do you have the full backing of the GM? Do you have the full backing of the owner? How comfortable are you going to be in said system when you start implementing your systems? Are you that guy? Because evidently Eric Spoelstra was that guy. Everybody loved him in the front office. From the front office, from the
Right.
team, the Mickey Arison, the Pat Riley, everybody loved him. So, but when you bring in an outside guy, they got to get their feel for what's going on. And especially like a guy, let's just say Jason Kidd. Let's use Jason Kidd for example. When he was coaching the Brooklyn Nets,
Right.
they said that was a failure, but it wasn't really a failure in Jason Kidd's eyes because it was a learning experience. Like how you say, you gotta let's get a guy in a smaller market first, but then like what if the opportunity don't ever arise from ever again? So like in terms of the Lakers and jjredick, you'd be like, the only reason why jjredick's name is popping up is because yeah, he was a player, yeah, he know the game. He's a correspondent, he's a pundit. He's breaking down plays. He has a podcast with LeBron. He already has a relationship with LeBron because that's the key right there. He has a relationship with LeBron already. They're trying to keep LeBron. They want LeBron to come back. They want to go sign. They might go sign Bronny. They want to make LeBron dreams come true. So, because you got Kenny Atkinson, you had Mike Budenholzer named in the hat before he went to the Suns. Like, you had reputable coaches that been either a head coach or an assistant coach for 10 plus years that got experience. But then you gonna go pull JJ Redick name out. You gonna pull up JJ Redick name. Why?
Because I mean, so like it's two sides, right? You could bring up Steve Kerr, right? Or you could bring up Steve Nash, right? Steve Nash didn't really get. Steve Nash went to a team in Brooklyn that had the players, but he never got a fair shot because, you know, Kyrie was talking about how he didn't need a coach and all that stuff before the season even started. So he never really had a fair chance, and then they all got injured a lot.
Yeah.
You know, but then you take a person like Mike Budenholzer, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could see when you have star players, right?
You got star personalities.
Right. So if you go to a small market, the experience you need to deal with a star, you're not going to necessarily get that there unless you have a star.
Because, I mean, Mike Budenholzer had, like, turned Chris Middleton and he turned Giannis into the superstar and the all-star. Like, he turned them into stars.
Yeah, I mean, Giannis was already on a trajectory, but like, he kind of was like, it was kind of one of those, like, hey, I messed up. Let's put the ball in this person's hand. Like, that's what I should have been doing the whole time. I just feel like, see, the coaching in pro sports are so weird because the coaching carousel becomes unfair on both sides because you got people. It's like applying for a job. You know, the average person be so upset when they be like, bro, I'm about to apply for a job. Be like, you need 5 years experience. And then you say to yourself, the last 5 jobs I just looked at on Indeed say I need experience. Where am I supposed to start at? That's how you know. That's how you start to feel in your mind.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And then you got the other jobs where people who they get a job because they've just been a coach for years, and the coaching carousel works that way. So if you're a head coach and you get fired, you can be a offensive or defensive coordinator again, right? An offensive assistant. You can do. You're gonna get that job again because you have the experience. And so it's one
Mike
of them
Brown, yeah.
And so I feel like it's one of them things where it's truly lightning in a bottle. It's you truly have to, like, sometimes you got to go out on a limb and just see what you get because you really can't tell.
Perfect example. Steve Kerr, because we said it before. Steve Kerr. Mark Jackson built that team.
He built that team.
Steve, they said, okay.
They were a playoff team and everything.
They were a playoff team, 50 wins, 51 seasons, multiple 51 seasons. Clay coming out starting to be his own person. Steph, you can see Steph was clearly about to be the best player on the team. Then you got Draymond. Then you got David Lee. You got Harrison Barnes who could play defense. Like, everything was there. And, like, the team was there. Mm-hmm. But it was like, hey, what can get us over the hump? And them boys was like, I don't know if Steve Kerr, like, did any coaching before that. But them boys was like,
no. He worked at the front office for some team. He was in a front office role before he was coaching. I can't remember the team it was on.
So then Steve Kerr was like
but the Warriors was his first coaching job, but he was in the front office for somebody.
Okay, but that's the thing. So that's kind of like Eric Spoelstra. Like, he was already in a team's, like, infrastructure. But then that gave him the lead of, like, hey, I was in this team's infrastructure. I know how the ins and outs works. The ins and outs of an organization works. I know how a team works. I know how a GM works. I know how an assistant GM works. I know how the president works. I know how an owner works. Hey, give me a shot. So you can kind of say he has, like, quote unquote experience within a team infrastructure. And of course, like, he's a championship, an ex-champion. Well, he's a champion, a Hall of Famer. So he'd be like, all right, this team is already kind of here, but hey, in our interview,
Steve Kerr made he made the Hall of Fame as a coach,
not as a player.
I don't think so.
Hey, y'all, we gotta look that up.
That's kind of, if Steve Kerr made the Hall of Fame as a player, I don't know how. That'd be kind of crazy. No, Steve Kerr not in the Hall of Fame at all.
Oh, okay.
So I'm about to say. So, but he's going to be in the Hall of Fame for coaching.
Yeah. So then it's like, all right, hey, what are your strategies? What are you going to implement? And then that's all a part of, hey, are you going to be that guy? How comfortable is the owner, the GM, the assistant GM, the front office? How comfortable are you with the organization? And then apparently he won them over. He said, hey, I'm gonna get this team to be I'm gonna implement all these strategies. Some stuff is gonna be what I learned with Phil Jackson. Some stuff is gonna be what I personally think. Some stuff is gonna be what I learned and picked up from when I was in the office, in the front office with this team. And I'm gonna implement this strategy. And we're gonna get those shooter shots. And we're gonna play defense. We're gonna outshoot people. We're gonna outscore people. And then, like how you say, it also has to be lightning in the bottle. That team was already getting itself. The team was already put together. And
Yeah,
then
because
Steve Kerr's strategies literally
yeah, like
took
yeah,
it
I
like
mean,
lightning in the
they said
bottle.
I take them over the hump. You know, when you listen to the Warriors talk, a lot, all of them really give a lot of credit to Mark Jackson for
They
giving them
do.
their confidence
They do. Yeah.
and kind of building them up. I mean, it's really like the thing about JJ Redick is he could be great because he can be an X's and O's guys. But one thing we've learned from playing sports of our life is you got different types of coaches, right? You got that motivational coach that make you just want to go play. You got the X and O coaches that literally don't got an energy bone in their body, but they can break down from the left to the right exactly what need to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got those coaches that are really just good at managing egos, right? Like that can walk in the locker room and be like, man, look, y'all fighting for no reason. This, so and so and so and so, this and that. So, you know, I mean, do I necessarily think Phil Jackson was the greatest X and O guy of all time? Probably not really. But he had a lot of egos he had to manage, and that's what made him great, right? So, Eric Spoelstra is an X and O guy, right? And that translated well to his team. But then you got somebody like Tom Thibodeau, who look at what he did with the Knicks. He's a gritty guy. Like he made them guys want to go out there and play, be tough. So I just think I think it's from the media, and everybody it's too much. Like sometimes you just gotta let these teams say, okay, we like this guy, let's just see what happens. But it's also up to these teams to stop trying to like hire and fire people so quickly before they really even get a chance to do anything as well. You know what I'm saying? Like that's part of that makes the coaching carousel like
the funniest one, like just to say what you said, the funniest one when the Raptors head coach, he had the best record in the league, 60 games. They were 60 and 22. Fired. Coach of the year, fired.
That's when that's when they lost to LeBron.
Yep.
In game 7. And that fight was so dumb because they give a bunch of credit to the next dude that came in and coached, and LeBron literally left the conference. So they didn't even have to they traded for Kawhi and all that, but they didn't have to go through LeBron. Like they did all that stuff to go through LeBron, then he wasn't even there.
Right. So so they traded and got Kawhi, got some other pieces, and then Nick Nurse was just like, yo, what are we trying to do? So I mean, I don't know, the whole thing in this situation, if jjredick do get the job, I wish him a lot of success. Like Kenny Atkinson, I really like Kenny Atkinson. So I mean, no matter whoever does get the job, hopefully they can manage the team, manage LeBron, manage AD, manage whoever they need to manage. And hopefully they get the job done. But if it is jjredick, I want to see something interesting come out of that franchise. If it is jjredick,
yeah, I think because I like JJ Redick, as a person. I like him as an X and O guy, but I do think the problem with a team like the Lakers is a lot of times if you get a job at Boston or something too, they're always expecting to win the title. So you get a lot of blame for Darvin Ham went to the conference finals, then he lost to the defending champs.
But he only had 2 years. The man only been a coach for 2 years.
Do I think Darvin Ham was doing a great job per se? Not necessarily, but you're gonna get the blame when it's an organization like that, right? An organization like the Lakers who are expecting to win every year, and when they don't actually win, You know, hey, somebody gotta go. The GM ain't gonna fire himself. The star player ain't gonna fire themselves. So it's only one man that can go.
Yeah, that's true, and it was the coach.
Yep. But
all right, man. I think that's it.
yep, that's that's that, man. Y'all let us know, man, what y'all think about, just coaching carousel in any sport too, man. Like about how y'all feel about coaching. Like, y'all let us know y'all favorite teams, what y'all think about the coaches that y'all got. If y'all want somebody new, man, y'all be sure to just tap in with us, man. This has been LIB. This has been LIB Media, man. And we out here, man. We'll catch y'all.
We out, baby.